Hello, my name's Alexia. This is my personal journal if you don't know already. And I know that at least one person has probably shared the same experience as me. So this is literally what my YouTube channel is all about. But today, I'm going to be talking about 19 things that I've learned as a 19-year-old. I recently turned 19. On the 19th, I will not stop talking about that because that's so exciting, and I probably won't get that again because I'm going to turn 20 and then I'm going to turn 21 and then, you know, just... I'm not going to be 19 on the 19th. Do you get the hype behind it? Because you need to get the hype. So, I've been feeling a little bit like, oh, I don't want to make a video all the time because I'm like, who the hell would want to listen to what I'm talking about? Because I be making the videos, I be enjoying it, and then when I come back to watching it, I'm like, ew, what the fuck? But I know that like my future self will definitely enjoy this video and I'll definitely watch this. Like, I do not care. This will be like a little memory thing. And also I know my sisters would watch it as well, so they're my biggest supporters. That's all I need to continue making videos, isn't it? Number one, it's okay to care too much. And I'm not talking about like strangers, I'm talking about your friends. You know, this whole thing about being nonchalant and, you know, like, we all just get really egotistical when we're making friends, when we're talking to people, when we're talking to our family. But it's okay to care. It's okay to be the first person who's always asking if you're okay. And I would rather care too much than not care at all. If I didn't care and I just numbed all my emotions, then I'll just become this emotionless person. It goes a long way, and this is why we have moments where we're able to be so giving and we're able to be so caring. Like, it's such a good quality to have, and it's so underrated. Like, we just let our egos get to the best of us, and then we're like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna act like I don't care. Yes, you do care, it's okay, just say that you care. Number two, go the fuck outside. We spend hours and hours scrolling. Look at your screen time right now. Screen time ranges around 3 to 5 hours, sometimes 6 hours, sometimes it's been like 9 hours, and it's so normal. Like, we spend a lot of time scrolling. Imagine if you took that time going outside, sitting in the park or going on walks. You couldn't imagine doing that, right? Because I couldn't imagine it when I heard of it. Replace that time that you spent scrolling outside, and I feel like it makes all the difference. I love staying at home, cuddling into bed. I love my bed, you know, just watching a movie and stuff like that. But the world is so beautiful, okay? Even if you live in like a place where there isn't a lot to do, just appreciate the little things. I went out cycling in the morning one time. Just hearing the birds and the parrots in the tree was so cute. Like, you just become so self-aware. You need the fresh air, and my face just feels fresh. I feel so good when I come back, and I just feel like awake and I feel so alive. Number three, being alone is so different to being lonely. Now, I think that, you know, there's like a whole misconception about being lonely and being alone is essentially, I don't have friends and I feel so sad because I do not have friends and I have no one to support me. But I think of being alone as a positive thing now. Like, before, I used to think about, oh my god, I wish I had such a big friend group. Especially when I was younger, I just imagined that I had massive fun friend group. Like, we'd be there for each other all the time, and then we go partying and drinking, and we'd do all these like fun stuff. But sometimes you don't get what you expect, and you just gotta be patient with it. But I feel like because I wanted it so bad, and myself in friend groups I don't want to be in because, you know, they're fun and they go out partying, but they lack that aspect where they care for me. So I just end up settling for less anyway. It's so important to be comfortable in your solitude and really understand yourself, because you don't know what you want and you can't make these firm decisions if you don't really understand yourself. And I've come to enjoy my own company recently, especially just going outside, like doing my hobbies and really caring for myself. Like, it makes all the difference. And there's nothing wrong with being by yourself. There's literally nothing wrong with being by yourself. It's not embarrassing. Like, people made it sound like it's such a sad thing. Like, not everything in your life needs to give you direction. You don't always have to know where you end up. I am a big fat control freak, and I'm so impatient. Like, I need to know where my life is taking me, and that especially in my career, just like, it scares me. This uncertainty scares me. And just from the get-go, since I was probably like 12, 13, I just knew, you know what, I'm gonna focus on my education. I know what direction I'm going to, and I love that certainty. High school was amazing because I knew, you know, next year I'm gonna be doing these exams, the year after I'm gonna be doing this. and I'm gonna have all these activities. But sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, and you have to wait a couple of months and things will fall into its place. A couple of months ago, I was so freaking depressed. I was like rotting in bed, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's the point in life? I'm so lost. I don't know what I'm doing. Nothing's working out the way that I want it to work out. Just waited a couple of months, and the things that I wanted immediately, like, literally came to me. It didn't immediately come to me, but it took some time, and it literally taught me that I have to be patient. Like, I have to be so freaking patient, and you just need to believe that things will work out for you. Number 5, in order to live the life the way that you want to, you'll need to make others unhappy sometimes. To do whatever the fuck you want and to fulfill your dreams, your hopes, just even small things, like, you will make some people unhappy along the way. When I mean the smallest things, this can be literally cancelling on work because you want to go out and spend some time with your family. It's leaving friendships and relationships. Like, you can care for them so much and they can be this amazing person, but if they don't align with you currently and they're not even making a positive impact on you, there is no point in having them in your life. You need to let them go. People can villainize you and some people can also victimize you, but this is not like a freaking movie. Like, this is your life. It's not that serious. Number 6, education is not your whole life. This was a hard pill to swallow for me. You know, my parents would tell me, your education is your whole life. Like, all I want is for you to get a degree and get a job. They didn't care about anything else because that's all they knew, which is fair enough. I took it a step further, meaning that all I did was focus on my studies. I had no hobbies. My hobbies would literally be scrolling on my phone, and also learning things outside of school is so important. You just need people skills, and I think that school doesn't necessarily teach you that much. And if you are too drilled into education and career, I think that sometimes you can feel quite unfulfilled. I know that in my experience, I did definitely feel like that. I was so focused on what I wanted to get into university. It was like all or nothing. Like, I either want to get into the course, I'll be happy, or I'm unhappy and I do a course that I'm unhappy with. And it's just a terrible mindset to have. I'm sorry, like, it's never that serious. I'm gonna keep saying this, but it's really not that serious for me to be that unhappy and to be in a place where I'm literally stuck. It's unnecessary. There is so much more to life, and you shouldn't be just put in a corner and be like, you know, go study away. You can always learn something from someone, no matter how stupid they are, no matter how annoying they are, no matter how inexperienced you think they are. And this one lady, she would just boss me around, and she would take advantage of the fact that I was new and I didn't really know what I was doing. But the truth is, she didn't really know what she was doing either. But I definitely admired her confidence. She had so much confidence, even though she didn't know what the fuck she was doing. She stood her ground when she could. And I was like, you know what? I would love to be like that. We all have different experiences, so we can always learn from it. Number 8, take time with your friendships the same way that you should take time when you're getting into a relationship. If I want to make friends, I obviously want to make lifelong friends and really meaningful friends, and I really need to get to know that person. A lot of women, I mean maybe not a lot, but from my experience, love bombing is such a big thing with a lot of girls. It's like, I meet you, you are so pretty, you're so gorgeous, I love your outfit, I love your eyes, I love your eyebrows, I love your hair, oh my gosh, you're so cute. Sending snaps all the time or sending pictures to each other and just obsessing over each other. And then like 2 months later, I don't know who the fuck you are, I don't really care about you. And it's just so fucked up. There's something about it, it's just so sad. It might be true. It might actually be true. They might genuinely think, you know, you're goddamn gorgeous, but for you to have this much love and then your love goes to this much is actually just crazy. I feel like it's really, really scary because you can think that you are meeting one of the nicest people ever, but they actually turn out to be something that they're not. That's why I'm saying, like, take your time. Do not give energy to people who disrespect you. I think this is just a no-brainer. Feeling too bad to cut someone off, to unfollow someone, to say something back, or standing up for yourself is just like the stupidest excuse I've ever heard. As soon as someone has disrespected you once or crossed your boundaries, there is some action that needs to be taken, because otherwise you're just going to be a little mad that people get to walk on. Have fun. Number 10, Ooh, YouTube is fucking amazing, okay? There are so many self-love, self-help videos to watch on YouTube. There's so many YouTubers that I can name right now. Here are a couple. They were just so freaking amazing, and they have supported me so much, and it opened my eyes to so many things. I feel like I wouldn't be on this journey of making a YouTube channel, and I wouldn't have pushed myself to be in the position that I am right now if I didn't watch so many videos. And it's so nice to see so many women help other women. Like, it's amazing. And they're literally strangers. They don't know who the hell I am, but they don't realize the impact that they've made, and I'd love to make an impact on people the same way that they did. So if you have an issue and you're like, oh, why do I keep overthinking? Literally search that up on YouTube and you'll find a video. Sometimes you don't even know you need those videos. It's not that you want to see those videos, but you realize, oh shit, my behaviors are kind of like that. Like, maybe I should work on it. And it's fucking life-changing. Number 11, don't look for temporary solutions. You know what? I actually told this to myself in 2022. Like, I had my diary and I wrote down, like, you know, a bunch of my New Year's resolutions and just things that I should remember moving on with 2023. Don't look for temporary solutions. And that's exactly what I did in 2024. So life does repeat some lessons. When there's like a big issue, looking for temporary solutions is only going to prolong that problem in hand. And don't put yourself in that position. Do not sabotage yourself. Don't put yourself in a really, really bad position, because it's just unfair to yourself. Figure this out. Number 12, enjoy your experiences with people rather than worrying about the outcome. Having trust issues is going to prevent you from having positive experiences. You might have had trauma from your past experiences. You might have had really, really shit friends who betrayed you, stabbed you in the back. Moving forward, you're kind of distant now. So whenever you make new friends or you get into a new relationship, you're like, oh, what if they do this to me? And you think of the worst possible scenario, and it makes your positive experiences turn into negative ones because you are overthinking so much. And this is where I think that you need to risk it all. Think of like someone that you really, really love right now, and they could literally hurt you right now. We need to take those risks, because at the end of that is these amazing, beautiful relationships and friendships that we are creating. Of course, I'm not saying, you know, tell everyone your problems, but don't put a barrier for no reason. Like, this is your life. Stop trying to protect yourself every single second. You don't have to be on high alert all the time. I wrote this down in like 2023. And it said, would you rather have something good happen to you and then lose it, or it never happen to you at all? If you have trust issues, it's probably that you would rather it not happen to you at all. A lot of unexpected, disappointing things happen to everyone, okay? You're not special. You're not this like person who has like the most horrible life in the whole entire world. But just because these disappointing, sad things happen, it doesn't mean that you should try and protect yourself from that, because it's unexpected. It's literally unexpected. And you just have to deal with it. That's just life. It's nothing to do with evil eyes, nothing personal, okay? These problems are not personal. So don't make it feel like it's personal. Number 13, you can never fully judge someone because you have not lived their life. 2 years ago, I had reacted really badly to a situation, and a lot of people around me had told me, you overreacted so much. Like, that was so extra. Like, you didn't have to do that. Like, why did you do that? And I felt so shit. I was like, oh my gosh, how could they say something like that to me? Because I felt like absolute shit, and I reacted the way that I did because of how I was feeling. The truth is, I don't need other people's validation. And I validated myself because nobody has lived my life. Nobody knows exactly my whole thought process. So the next time you judge someone for reacting a certain way or behaving a certain way, you need to understand that you have not lived their life. And the way that they think and the way that they react is all due to what happened before. And you don't know what happened before. We're only here for 1% of that small interaction that you saw. So don't judge people. Do not judge people. Number 14, gatekeeping is just a reflection of your own insecurities. I was literally having a conversation with my sister, and we were just deep in how like, oh, we don't like people who gatekeep. I've been there. I've tried to gatekeep stuff before, but then I feel like, oh my god, oh shit, I'm a really someone did that to me, and I feel like an evil person. Like, why am I restricting access to like this information or like this resource that can really help them out? Do you think that not telling other people about your personal tutor is going to put you in a better position than them? But what you're doing is actually showing that you need that personal tutor to succeed. In other words, that personal tutor is literally the reason for why you succeeded. You are so insecure and you do not think that we're not superior to anyone, and we just need to put our ego aside in moments like this and just give them that resource or information. Just, it's not that serious. Like, we don't need to put others down so that we can succeed. A lot of the times people gatekeep because other people don't want to help them out. So like, what's the point in helping them out? Why the hell are you friends with them? Why the hell do you talk to them? If they're family, help them out all times. But if they are friends or family friends, just ignore them. It's unnecessary to surround yourself with people who don't have good intentions for you. Welcome to a short break to this very long video. I mean, it's not that long. I've made longer videos. But besides the point, for the rest of the video, you will not see any editing because my laptop decided to crash. And I hate editing, so it makes it 100 times worse. And I did not want to post this because I haven't edited it. But I still feel like all of the things that I'm saying is really important. So enjoy the rest of the video with no edits. Number 15. Social media is so fucking shit. It's so crap. It's horrible. Oh, it's disgusting. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I am hating it so much. And that's literally the reason for why I'm on YouTube. And my siblings are always telling me, why don't you go on TikTok or why don't you go on Instagram? A lot of people have actually told me this, not only my siblings. And that's literally because people are forced to see my content. I want people to click on my videos. I want people to have choice. And I would have loved that. And YouTube is just so much better. And social media has negatively impacted me more than it has positively impacted me. And I think that's the same with you, but it's so hard to get rid of because they've made it in a way that is so freaking addictive. One way that helps me stay off social media and makes me really connect with people is working at a charity shop. The people that I surround myself with, they're a lot older, they've lived life, and I just really connect with people in different ways because going to school and connecting with people is a whole different thing to connecting with people who are a little bit older, who didn't really use social media too much. So talking about Instagram and social media and other social medias is not really a common topic. Because when I realized that social media has never really helped me and I don't need it to actually survive and I don't need it to stimulate me. So there are so many other things I want to do. Of course, it's still hard. I've still had my moments where I delete Instagram and then I go on Instagram on Google, or I delete Snapchat and then I go on Snapchat on my laptop or something like that. But it's a work in progress. Surround yourself with people who will point out your toxic behaviors and help you change. The amount of times my siblings have sat down with me and told me, what you did was fucked up and you need to fucking change. It's just too many times. Surrounding yourself with people like that is so helpful because they're only going to help you grow. And if you're surrounded by people who validate your toxic behaviors, you're just going to become a worse person. 17. Stress is not an excuse to treat people like shit. I used to stress so much about my exams and things like that, and I just wanted everyone out. I didn't want anyone to talk to me. I needed it to be dead silent. I didn't want anyone to disturb me. I would just be a piece of shit, basically. And now that I don't have any exams and like my mom tells me like, oh, you behave like this when you had your exams and things like that, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Just because I'm stressed, I should not treat other people like that. And you know, like a lot of people say, oh, I was so stressed, I'm so sorry for doing stuff like that. But that makes it sound like, you know, the next time I'm stressed, if I make a mistake like that, it's completely okay. It's not okay. You can be stressed all you want. You can deal with whatever emotion that you're feeling, but take some time out by yourself. You know, just say, I'm gonna be by myself because I'm really stressed right now, so that you don't say shit that you don't mean and you don't treat people like shit. invest in yourself. So spend that money that you need to do courses, to become the best version of yourself. Spend money on that gym membership, spend money on those Pilates classes, because that's what I did and it was worth it. It was quite fun actually. Spend money on those dance classes, spend money on those language classes, whatever the fuck makes you happy, most importantly, because you've only got yourself in this world. You've only got yourself. Like you're with yourself through every experience, through every challenge, through every good moments. So support yourself with that and love yourself the way that you should. Spend hours and hours on your passion. And finally, my favorite, I realized this literally like 2 months ago, and I was just watching this video on how to make more money. I realized that fulfillment over money any day. Fulfillment is more important than money. A lot of people saying money buys you happiness and all of that stuff, but money's always going to be changing. One second you're going to have £5 in your bank account, the next second you're going to have £2,000 in your bank account. It's always going to be changing. Appreciating little things is so important, and being money driven, I personally think I would not be happy. And surrounding myself with people that I love is what makes me fulfilled and makes me want to wake up every day, and it makes me want to go out and live my best life. If you actually watched this full video and made it to the end, thank you so much. You are so cute and amazing and adorable and amazing and adorable. Thank you for 17 subscribers. And anyways, a message to myself. I really hope that in a couple of years' time you still apply all of the things that you've learned and all these lessons. And if you haven't, I hope that you learn these lessons again, and some kind of thing makes you learn it again, and some kind of life lesson comes along the way and makes you think, oh shit, I should have listened to my old self. Like my video if you want to. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Love you.